EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western New York, where folding tables are endangered species, as the Bills Mafia has taken their festivities now inside Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills on Sunday Night Primetime. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen, the kicker. Andres Borregales has the ball on the tee. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They're led out by the NFL's most valuable player in 2024, at quarterback, Josh Allen.
I think in today's modern NFL, if you had the ability to create a quarterback and all the qualities that come along with it, Josh Allen's at or near the top of the list. And what I mean by that, Mike, is he's big, he's mobile, he can run to escape, but he can also run as a designed option. And then, of course, in the passing game, he can make every throw. He's smart, he elevates those around him. The last piece of the puzzle, can he get over the hump and have that postseason success to really put him in that upper echelon category?
Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And it'll bring up second down.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I could promise you, they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that.
He'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. They get 21 on that one. First down, Buffalo.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare them to stop it.
Once again, it's Cook. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. 12 more yards from him there, and another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. So now they'll throw it with Allen. Carlton Davis there defensively to break that one up.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
In motion goes Cooks. On third down, it's Allen. Catch is made there on the left side by Cooks. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Bills first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's second and 4 from the 24. To throw once more, here's Allen. He gets this to the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a first down.
That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play, and it's second down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
One more time going up top with Allen. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down. He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. And it'll be third down. Throwing again. It's Allen. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Pass's kick is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The New England offense getting ready to go to work here. They'll be led by the man from North Carolina, 6'4", quarterback Drake May.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
May to throw on second down. A dive and a catch. Incredible. 13 yards on the catch there. Good for a Patriots first down.
Doesn't it seem like that every time we see a highlight reel catch, they love showing the wide receivers and the running backs, but let's give a little love to the big tight end. I mean, what an athletic play. Understanding that ball was down and away, you've got to lay out to secure it. And not only is he able to get his hands under it and catch it initially, but he's able to survive the ground, and that's a big-time play.
That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
At the 40-yard line.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He's found his receiver, Butte. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 20-yard pickup there. First down, New England.
It's a gain of 20. And a Patriot first down.
If you're going to give him this much time to scan the field, he's inevitably going to find an open man downfield like he does here. That's a great job remaining patient and letting that play develop.
May going to hold on to this one. And he'll work forward for about 4. It's second down.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun. It's May. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Larry Ogunjobi getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. That's caught left side. It's complete. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success. I think the back just needs to be a little bit more decisive in the run game, and not everything is always going to be perfectly blocked, Mike. There's times where you just have to say, okay, let's get back past the line of scrimmage, pick up a couple yards, and just keep this ball going forward.
Try it again here from the 7-yard line, 2nd down and goal. From out of the gun, here's May. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough. But you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points. And even though they'll say he had a man in the vicinity of the throws, clearly not intended to be caught. Really smart play. Don't risk a turnover here. Live for the next snap.
On 4th down, out comes Andres Borregales for the Patriot field goal. That one is good. And the Pats will tie the game at 3 apiece.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
Field goals for both sides on their opening possessions. 3-3 as this one's kicked away. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Bills offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Throwing now. Allen here on 1st down. That's to the middle of the field and caught by Cooks. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15. and a first down.
10 at the 45-yard
Great pre-snap
line.
recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Robert Spillane on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down. In motion goes Cooks. Throwing on 2nd down. It's Allen. This one caught by Khalil Shakir. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
21 yards.
A gain there of 21.
First down.
First down, Buffalo.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Allen going to give it to Cook. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7.
Jack Gibbons on the stop. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Patriots' 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 2. Allen now off the bootleg. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down.
A gain of 3
Well, we'll give a
yards.
little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
To throw on 1st and 10, Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And he's out of bounds after a pickup of 3.
Out of bounds at
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
To the air on 2nd down. Here's Allen. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
a gain of 2.
Really
on the
nice
play.
timing on that
Brings
slant
up
route.
3rd
You can
and
tell the
4.
quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. On 3rd down, they go with Cook. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Made by Harold Landry.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
A 30-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bills will take a 6-3 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Tyler Bass.
So after the made field goal, Bass is back out there to kick it away. On the return, Travion Henderson. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
Douglas in motion. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. 6-3 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Time for the second quarter. Patriots with the football. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 9. As we are ready to get back underway. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Big Ed Oliver in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up third down.
So after picking up some positive yardage on first down, they end up going backwards on second. That sack now brings up third and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. May going to look to throw. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front, because right now their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
On fourth down, Bryce Baringer out to punt for New England. Khalil Shakir returning for the Bills. That's fielded at about the 18. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Allen now on second down. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
1st and 10, and it's Allen. That one, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. And that will lead to a 2nd down. In motion, Shakir. Allen going to throw again. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd and 4. To throw again, it's Allen. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
He's got room at the 30, and he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
First and 10.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
They'll set up the screen to Cook. And he's into the end zone. James Cook, touchdown Buffalo. And a big score, Greg. They continue to get points, but after not getting touchdowns, this has to feel really good to this offense.
It really does, and I think anytime you can build on your confidence that now you know the rest of this game, you can finish these good drives. Coming away with 2 field goals, those are wins for the defense. So now a win for the offensive side of the ball, and got to see now if you can keep this rolling throughout the rest of this game.
Tyler Bass now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills move out in front, 13-3.
Patriots 3.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. The return starts from the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to get back at it. They're in a 10-point hold. It's 13-3 as this drive starts with first down. To throw is May. That'll be caught. It's Travion Henderson. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. A run, and this is Henderson. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
Nearly a good one. And hit at the 6, but continues in the end zone. It's a touchback. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. On on the ground. It's Cook to start this drive. And he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25.
Roberts will land on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
2nd and 5. On play action, here's Allen. That's going to be caught by Kincaid. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35.
10 yards.
Allen to his tight end, Kincaid, and the Bills have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
The receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
He'll find Shakir open right side. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up of 14 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
He's taken down just shy of the 10. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. But as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Again, it's Allen to the air. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
To go.
Joshua Palmer was the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down. Throwing again is Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So after the made field goal, Bass is back out there to kick it away. On the return, Travion Henderson. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Patriots offense starting to trot out for this next possession. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Throwing is May. Has completed to Douglas. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
3rd down, they need 5. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. They get an even 20 on that one. Good for a Patriots 1st down.
Patriots 1st down. It's a gain of 20. 1st down, New England.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle 3rd of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
Demario Douglas, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner.
And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the 1st down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They'll go with the sneak. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. 2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. It's the tight end Henry in motion. On 1st and 10, here's May. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
8 yards.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Throwing now is May. He's found his receiver, Butte. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. A gain of 11, and it's 1st and goal.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. And it's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
Marked down at the 6. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
At the 6-yard line.
Once more, Henderson. Good blocking, and he's in. Travion Henderson. Touchdown, Patriots.
Patriots.
Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Pats are back within 6.
16. Patriots 10.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Johnson now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to him with another drive here. Now Allen on first down.
Complete to number 5, Josh Palmer. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Bills first down.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the gun, throw here for Allen. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
37-yard line.
Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This one from 54 yards out. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hanson for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hanson and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
right, Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, Travion Henderson. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Patriots offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with first down. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Henderson, the ball carrier. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5. They run on the jet sweep, and this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical. And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Patriots ready for the punt.
Formation for the Patriots.
And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The Bills offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. The cushion is 9 as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
First down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
The hold closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
Gibbons on the stop. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 6. Allen going to make the read and hold on here.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Allen on 3rd down. He'll try to set up the screen here. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
Jack Gibbons on the stop. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
from the 46-yard line. A second down and 6. Out of the gun, here's Allen. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
On third down, it's Josh Allen. On the move, past the 40. Screen works to perfection. Give him 18 yards and move the chains. First down.
The best time to call a screen is when the defense is anticipating pass. Allow that defensive front to rush the passer. Just get through the offensive line enough before you drop it to your back. Get out behind those big offensive linemen and pick up the first down.
Here's Allen now on 1st and 10.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
And the Bills are going to be set up 1st and goal. Good running takes them down to about the 4.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium is counting on.
And this one blown up. Good surge and drop him. A loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line.
This defense doing a great job here facing this goal-to-go situation, especially on that last play. 2 stops down, and now the pressure really ramps up for this offense as they face 3rd and goal.
The tight end Kincaid in motion. Allen going to throw here on 3rd and goal. He'll try, and he'll take this one in. Josh Allen, touchdown Bills. That is 2nd touchdown tonight. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. From the gun, Josh Allen. And he'll get into the end zone. Doing it on his own. Successful 2-point conversion.
Patriots 10.
You just have to find a way defensively to step up there and get a stop. It's one thing to give up 6. You allow a touchdown, but now dig deep, man. Get a stop. Looked like there was some confusion, and offense is going to come away with 8.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. On the return, Travion Henderson. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. It's May. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet inbound.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. We'll go play action with May. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive. But instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Cook. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. 1st down, Buffalo.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
And you could tell pretty quickly, Mike, that once the quarterback started chopping his feet, that there was nowhere for him to go. Great job by the defense, not only reading quarterback run, but getting him down behind the line.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. So now they'll throw it with Allen. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
15 yards on the play.
Allen to his tight end, Kincaid. And the Bills have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. Catch is made there on the left side by Cooks. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
That's another Bill.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up of 14 and a 1st down.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
No gain on the play.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, He was looking for any seam, any daylight, but nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. In motion, Shakir. 2nd down, Allen. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
To the air on 3rd down, here's Allen. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And he missed it. It's no good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
The Patriots offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. He's inside the 25, and he will go all the way. Travion Henderson, touchdown Patriots. He's got another one, his 2nd touchdown of the evening. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
The extra point now for Borregales. The kick is good, and the Patriots are able to cut the deficit to 10.
27. Patriots 17.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Johnson now to return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Allen.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 4. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Third down, it's Allen. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force fourth down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Patriots offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. On the ground, here is Henderson. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From out of the gun, here's May. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Here's a 3rd down and 4. To throw now. May. He's got his man. It's Diggs. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Here's May to throw it on 1st down. Here's a screen taken in by Henderson. And he'll be taken down at the 10-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 56 yards.
Gain on the play.
So you take a look at an offensive coordinator's play sheet, Mike, and there's a column on all of those pages that at the end of the day, it's about the players, not the plays. And when things aren't going well, you say, all right, who do I have to get the ball to? Well, this guy is one of them. I mean, whether they throw it to him, hand it to him, whatever they do, the more he touches the ball, the more good things happen.
A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
He'll keep this himself. Hard running, close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
And now this brings up a tough situation, Mike, because even if they were going to consider going for it on fourth down, how do you do so when you couldn't even manage to get a few inches on third down? Disappointing result for them on that play.
An 18-yard attempt.
His kick is good. He got it. And they are indeed back within one score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So the field goal makes it a one-score game here in the fourth quarter as they kick it away. Johnson now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Going to throw on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
To the air on 2nd down. Here's Allen. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 16.
A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Bills first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
2nd and 10. Now Allen. He connects with Palmer on that one. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Allen. He gives this complete to Shakir. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
And the Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
And 7 at the Patriots' 33-yard line.
Second and 7. To the air once more is Allen. This one complete to Palmer. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Hey, alert, push, alert, push, alert, push.
They'll run straight ahead with Cook. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple-possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
Here's Cook to the 5-yard line.
Gibbons on the stop. A gain of 3 brings up second and goal at the Patriots' 5-yard line.
Now here's second and goal. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That one taken in, middle of the end zone. Khalil Shakir, touchdown Buffalo. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Now Bass to tack on the extra point. It's up and through. And the Bills will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Patriots 20.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. On the return, Travion Henderson. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll do so with first and 10. It's Henderson. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Sure pass caught by Henry, the tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And in motion, it's Diggs. Look wide, get this one complete. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain
Give
of
them 14
yards.
on that one.
That's
First
good
down,
for
New
the
England.
Patriots. First
It's been
down.
tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He's brought down.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's May. They get 12 yards on that pass. Good for a Patriots first down.
12 yards.
Okay, so now you pick up that first down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter.
And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. 1st and goal coming up.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
It is brought in the end zone. Kayshon Boutte. Touchdown, New England.
Touchdown.
Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
This is a big spot for the Patriots as they'll go for 2.
The Patriots will line up.
They're going to try to run it in. And he's not going to get in. The decision to go for 2 doesn't pay off. Unable to cut any further into the deficit.
I don't love the call. I mean, all week you practice these gotta-have-it plays. Every call sheet, Mike, has 3 or 4 plays that are down here in the goal line that could also be used as 2-point plays. I think to simply turn it around and just hand the ball to your running back, gotta be a little bit more creative. That's a big missed opportunity.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Johnson now to return. Crazy. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. Out of the gun, here's Allen. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Now a designed run. It's Allen. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, throw here for Allen. And that is incomplete.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way, and whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds. They've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential.
The Bills bringing on their punting unit as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth-quarter lead. On the return is Jones. Oh, that could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line.
32-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Off the bootleg. Here's May. He'll get this out to Henderson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 6-yard pickup.
Here's 2nd down.
At the 38-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
And the Patriots.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
To throw on 1st down is May. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
To throw again is May. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
And he's going to be dropped for a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
The Buffalo crowd being heard before 3rd down. May to throw again. Open man, left side, he's got it. New England going to take their 2nd timeout, and they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ballgame.
Just a really good play design that time, Mike, from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
May to the air once more. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He's got it at about the 8. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up 1st and goal.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
Here we go. 1st and goal. Here we go. 1 final play. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. So it's a win here for the Bills. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that is the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my